Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Nitya Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitya Gaura Hari Bol Hare Krishna. So, thanks everyone for joining the class. So, let's do the prayer. Om Jnana Timrandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshururmitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Kadamayam Dadantim Sapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yukta Padakamalam Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savabhutam Parijana Sahasra Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakha Vitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kancha Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye वाञ्छकल्पतरुभस्य च कृपा सिन्धुभवश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण परफेक्ट. Okay, so let's get back to our chapter number 4, Bhagavad Gita, where we started from the parampara thing, understanding that Krishna is giving the more detail that how this knowledge he gave it to sun god Vivaswan, and through that knowledge he then the knowledge came down through the different parampara, through the different channel, through the different kings to the next and generations. But in between, due to the different circumstances, or maybe the king was not that good, or some happened, the more demon kind of qualities build up, so the people are stop believing in the gods. When they stop believing in the gods, they have the mentality of the demons, so they don't want to spread or pass it on this knowledge to the new generations. So due to that, what happens is then all the our uh, uh, that whenever there is a lot of demons activity, lot of unpious, that they are not doing the some pious activity, what happens is then the Krishna will send someone. Send someone means he will create his own avatar or send some of the messenger to give this message to the people of the earth, so that they can understand that what is the purpose of this human being, right? So in our Bhagavad Gita also there are few stories, and in the Bhagavatam, that there are many situations where the people are taking the advantage of Vedas and they are manipulating the Vedas and doing what is best and what is fulfill their sense gratifications. So one of the situation is in our Treta Yuga, we used to do the sacrifice. So that time in the Treta Yuga, the people are doing sacrifice is with the pure Brahmanas. They do the sacrifice. They maybe gave the Ashwamedha Yaga, 100 horses are sacrificed. But the point there is when they do the sacrifice for the horses or any animals, immediately they will get the human form. And the Brahmanas were so pure that they can kill the horse and they can give the birth of the horse there itself. So that much of power was there. But now taking that advantage of sacrifice, in the Kali Yuga, people will start doing the sacrifice for their sense gratification. They were saying, oh, Veda says this, that you can do the sacrifice, but they were just manipulating it just for their sense gratification, just for their sub ichha purti ke liye. Jaise I have some desires, if I do this or this, then I will get this benefit. So people will take the advantage, right? In our case also, sometimes we know this, we are very good with the manipulations. We will tweak the rules and regulations and do the, oh, this is possible because it's mentioned. So similarly, so in the Kali Yuga, when the Buddha came, Lord Buddha, we know that, right? He is also a Krishna's root. Krishna came because the people were so demonic mentality. They are doing killing of the people, killing of the human being. So the message from the Buddha, I'm just taking the one example. There are many, many different avatars Krishna took to give some specific message. That during that time, people are not ready to take Sanatan Dharma. They are not interested in to do the pious activity for to please the Lord. They are only the sacrifice. To bring at that time, Lord Buddha came to give the message that you should not killing people. You should have that meditation's bhav. You should meditate on that one. So that is the message. He never explore or give the message that you have to do the bhakti thing. So there was no bhakti. But Lord Buddha message is only to stop killing. At least people will come down to the different level. So similarly, this chapter mentioned that one, Krishna took many different avatars. Guna avatar, Leela avatar, and there are many avatars we will read in our shloka number 8 also. So these avatars also we can go more detail that which avatar represent which one. So this chapter, the transcendental knowledge, Krishna is trying to give very summarized version that I come in every yuga. Right? You also took birth in the many yugas, and he's giving this message to Arjuna just to explain that in every yuga, in many, many times, you took the birth, because that birth is soul never die. What you birth is, you took the birth in the different species. Maybe it's a human or maybe a different animal or any bird or anything. You took many, many times, millions of the times you took the birth. And I appeared also many, many times. You don't remember anything and I remember everything. So that's why he's trying to explain that the parampara thing, the knowledge was passed on by me or by my messenger or by my avatar, just to bring the people or the human being to that platform so that they can serve Lord. Right? Make sense? So with that, last week in the last session, we did our shloka number 7. Just I think 2 or shlokas, but the 7 was what he says is, I'm just going to recap that what message and then we will start reading the shloka number 8. So in the 7, what he says, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyudhyanam adharmasya tadatmanam sujamaham. So his translation says, whenever and wherever there is a decline in religion's practice, O descendant of Bharata, and a predominant rise of irreligions, at that time I descend myself. So he didn't say that, oh, I will come only in the Dwapar Yuga or I will come only in the Satya Yuga. He says, whenever and wherever there is a decline in religion's practice, I will come by myself. I descend myself, right? This is what the message is. So some of the different universe, Krishna may be there, directly Krishna may be there in Satya Yuga. He may not send his, or he don't come in his own different avatars. He will come by myself, right? So this very clearly stated that when he say myself means Krishna himself was present. So Krishna is the form. So another people who will manipulate the theory of the religious principles, they will say, okay, Krishna doesn't have any form. There are different groups. They will say, okay, there is no root, is a Nirakar form, hai, right? We heard many times. Krishna is saying directly that I descend myself. He never says that, oh, I'm a Nirakar form and I will come in this form. There is no if or then kind of concept. He says that wherever, whenever there is a decline in religious practice, I will descend myself. In some cases, he will come and send with the different messengers, like Jesus Christ, Shankaracharya, our Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada is a messenger. As a Acharya, he came as a Shaktavesh avatars. They are the messenger, direct messengers of the Lord Krishna himself. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came in the Kali Yuga. He is the form of Krishna, right? He appeared uh, in Kali Yuga, and sometime, as he mentioned that in the next shloka when we read, Krishna says that whenever I will come, I will kill the demons, all the dushkritam, the people who are spreading the irreligious principle, I will kill them. That is the one way. But the second form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he comes, he is giving the mercy so that they can go back to Godhead. He is not there. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not there to kill the people. There are bad people, Jagai, Madhai, and there are so many bad people, so many kings were there. They were spreading the wrong informations, but he is not there to kill them. He is there to give the message so that they can go back to Godhead. They are giving the process. What we should do in our Kali Yuga, in this bodily form, that what are the practice we should we should execute so that we can please God and go back from this Kali Yuga. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came as a Krishna himself, not to kill the demon, to take care of the demons and take him back to the Goloka Vrindavan. Right? Sometime he came, Krishna came in the Dwapar Yuga, his message was different. He was teaching Arjuna that dharma versus adharma, we have to kill them. They are giving this knowledge in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. He is not saying that I want to take care of everyone. He is saying that you have to fight. So now for us, what is the learning point here is the message in each yuga may be different. Message and our execution process may be the different. But in our Kali Yuga, our execution process is Nama Sankirtan. Right? Hamesha, we have to chant that this is the message of Kali Yuga. We can try many other things. We can manipulate the Shastras. Oh, in the Satyuga, this is says, I'm going to do this. Oh, this is only the meditation I can do because it says in Shastra. Yes, but we are not in Satyuga or Treta Yuga where we have thousands and thousands of age that I can do the meditation. Because in meditations, is prescribed that you have to do thousands of years of meditation, then you can please Lord. But we don't have that number of age. Like Hiranyakashipu, 10,000 years he did the meditations to get so that no one can kill me. So similarly, there are many, many stories. The people in the Satyuga and Treta Yuga, they did this exercise. They did so many yagyas for so that I will become immortal. No one can kill me. But it's not possible. They want to please Brahma so that Brahma can give. Brahma himself says that I have my expiry date. After thousands of years of spiritual age, I have to leave. I will leave this body. I myself is temporary. How I can give you immortal blessings? You see? So the Brahma thing. So we will get more detail in our Bhagavad Puran that Brahma himself has some certain expiry date. He has to leave that position. He has to leave that body. Then he will maybe go to the upper level or maybe he will go to the lower level. But that position is temporary because that is in the material world. He's in the topmost of the material world. Correct? So now we understood very high level summary of the Krishna wants come. Now my question is, in our when we understand from the Krishna's perspective, Krishna will come. Most of the work, I would say the most of the work will be done by Krishna when he will send his different avatar. Then why he has to appear? Why himself he is appeared? Anyone wants to share anything? Why he wants to appear? Anyone? Binesh Prabhu. Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yeah,
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu. Like, I mean, you told, right? He want to establish again the dharma and uh, to 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 bring back us to the same platform, right? That's the thing.
Yeah, that is the one. And another one is once we will go to the Bhagavad Puran, Bhagavatam, when we read, he want to fulfill the desire of the devotees from a spiritual way. Like you born, Binesh, maybe you born in Satya Yuga, you did lot of things. And he said that in each yugas, if I have to come, I want to see you, or I want to be your friend, I want to be your wife, I want to be this. So many gopis and the acharyas, they and so many mother, they want the Krishna to be their own son.
Yeah, they
Right?
want to serve.
Yeah, right. So, and the devotees, their desire they want to fulfill. In Treta Yuga, many women, they want Ram, their husband. Then the Ram says that my job and responsibility for this yuga is Purushottam avatar. I cannot have many wives. Then I will give you the opportunity in the next yuga. In Dwapar Yuga, all those women, they born as the 16,108 wives. Then he gave the opportunity to everyone. You
Right.
see, so Krishna himself is coming. Krishna himself is taking the birth to the Devaki because these devotees, they meditated so many years and praying that I want to be your wife, I want to be your mother, I want to be your friends. So in the Dwapar Yuga, when you see all the Gopas and his friends, they are not normal entities. They are not like suddenly appear and they are playing with the Krishna. They
Right.
are they are coming from the Goloka Vrindavan. They are planned. They are has to be there, right? So the
Right.
Krishna's plan is very difficult. And in the shloka number 9, we will read that one. Whoever understand my the transcendental, that all the appearance and the disappearance, he will directly go back to the Goloka Vrindavan. And his Krishna saying that very clearly. He will never come back to this Dukhalyam, right? So now we will go to shloka number 8 and read about. I already gave the shloka 8 and 9, but we will read now. So I will read the shloka and then I will ask Binesh Prabhu to read. Okay, so this shloka is very important. Everyone should remember the shloka number 7, 8, and 9. These are because you have to preach to other people. One point, you are going to spread this knowledge because Krishna says, whoever preach and give this knowledge to other, he is my very dear friend. And everyone wants to be the dear friend of Krishna.
Right.
No doubt, right? If Krishna is standing next to you, no one can hurt you because he is my friend, right? If he's a true friends. In our material world, we have a friends, everyone has some kind of expectations, but Krishna is not like that. So, but his expectation is we should give this knowledge to others. So with that said, so let's read this shloka 4.8. परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे. So translation: to deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants, as well as to re-establish the principle of religion, I myself appear millennium after millennium. So just read the first 3-4 words: to deliver the pious. The people who are very like spiritually elevated people, who are very pious people, I want to deliver them. Deliver means they want to, he wants to take them back to Goloka Vrindavan. So we all are pious people. We are taking our time and we are trying to understand the Leelas, pastime of Krishna's, why he appeared, why, what is his activity, and why he coming in different yuga and different avatars, right? So he wants to take that and annihilated the miscreants. So whoever the bad people are, he wants to annihilate it, kill them, as well as to re-establish the principle of religions. So he wants to re-establish that one because these miscreant or the demon-like people, they want to completely remove the our Sanatan Dham, which are the principle established by our different acharyas and our in the different yugas, they want to kill that one. These demons are still there in Kali Yuga, if you know that. People are giving the very wrong interpretations of, oh, these are the mythetical and stories or kind of thing, right? So those people Krishna will take care. Sometime he will send the messenger, he will send something so that he can reestablish. So with that said, so Prabhuji, please read the purport.
Okay, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. According to Bhagavad Gita, a sadhu, a holy man, is a man in Krishna consciousness. A person may appear to be irreligious, but if he has the qualifications of Krishna consciousness, wholly and fully, he is to be understood to be a sadhu. And Duskritam applies to those who do not care for Krishna consciousness. Such miscreants or Duskritam are described as foolish and the lowest of mankind, even though they may be decorated with mundane education, whereas a person who is 100% engaged in Krishna consciousness is accepted as sadhu, even though such a person may be neither learned nor well cultured. As far as atheistic are concerned, it is not necessary for the Supreme Lord to appear as he is to destroy them, as he did the demon Ravana and Kamsa. The Lord has many agents who are quite competent to vanquish demon, but the Lord specially descends to appease his unalloyed devotees who are always harassed by demonic. The demon harasses the devotees, even though the latter may happen to be his kin. Although Prahlad Maharaj was the son of Hiranyakashipu, he was nonetheless persecuted by his father. Although Devaki, the mother of Krishna, was sister of Kamsa, she and her husband Vasudeva were persecuted only because Krishna was to be born of them. So Lord Krishna appeared primarily to deliver Devaki rather than kill Kamsa, but both were performed simultaneously. Therefore, it is said here that to deliver the devotee and vanquish the demon miscreants, the Lord appears in different incarnation. In
Thank
Chaitanya
you, Prabhuji.
Charnamrita, okay,
Yeah,
Prabhuji.
go ahead. I thought, okay, yeah, please continue, Prabhuji. Yes.
Okay, in Chaitanya Charnamrita of Krishna Das Kaviraj, the following verse, Madhya Khanda 2263-60 summarizes this principle of incarnation. Srishti hetu yehi murti prapans avatare sei Ishwara murti avatar naam dhare. Mayatita pravayoma sabra avasthana Vishwe Avatari Dhara Avatara Nama. The avatar or incarnation of Godhead descends from the kingdom of God for material manifestation. I will read one more time this line.
Yeah.
The avatar or incarnation of Godhead descends from the kingdom of God for material manifestation, and the particular form of the personality of Godhead who so descendants is called an incarnation or avatar. Such incarnations are situated in the spiritual world, the kingdom of God. When they descend to material creation, they assume the nama avatara. There are various kind of avatars, such as Purusha avatara, Guna avatara, Leela avatara, Sakti avatara, Sakti Avesh Avatar, Manavatara, Manavatara Avataras, and Yuga Avataras, all appearing on schedule all over the universe. But Lord Krishna is the primeval Lord, the fountainhead of all avatars. Lord Sri Krishna descends for the specific purpose of mitigating the anxieties of the pure devotees who are very anxious to see him in his original Vrindavan pastimes. Therefore, the prime purpose of the Krishna Avatara is to satisfy his unalloyed devotees. The Lord says that he incarnates himself in every millennium. This indicates that he incarnates also in the age of Kali, as stated in Srimad Bhagavatam. The incarnation in the age of Kali is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who spread the worship of Krishna by Sankirtan movement, congregational chanting of the holy name, and spread Krishna consciousness throughout India. He predicted that his culture of Sankirtan would be broadcast all over the world, from town to town and village to village. Lord Chaitanya, as the incarnation of Krishna, the personality of Godhead is described secretly by, not directly, the confidential parts of the revealed scriptures such as Upanishads, Mahabharata, and Bhagavatam. The devotee of Lord Krishna are very much attracted by Sankirtan movement of the Lord Chaitanya. This avatar of Lord does not kill the miscreants but delivers them by his causeless mercy. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Very good. Thank you,
Yeah.
Prabhuji. Very nice. So now you got the message, right? What the
Yeah.
Prabhupada was mentioned, that each avatar has a different specific purpose. At the last line was says, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu
Prabhu.
took the avatar not to kill the demons, because the Jagai and Madhai is one of the example. They are the demons. They are killing and they are looting and they are doing all that kind of the bad activity which was never prescribed in Shastras. So whenever the people do, as we learn in our Karma Yoga also, whenever the people will go against the Shastras, means these are demons.
Right.
Eating something which is not prescribed in thing, hurting other people which is not described in this. So these are categorized in the demon people. But Lord Chaitanya is so merciful, he can easily kill them. He can easily curse them, but he doesn't want to do that one. But he wants to deliver them. He wants to take them back to Goloka Vrindavan because he is so merciful. He is one of the avatar, is so merciful avatar that you do the mistake also, he will forgive you very easily. So
Right.
similarly, as mentioned by Prabhupada, is the different avatars. As we mentioned that one of the Shaktavesh avatar is Prabhupada, Jesus Christ. And there are many, many like Shankaracharya. They came as a very normal human being, but with extraordinary qualities to give
Right.
this message that we have to do, how to understand our Sanatan Dharma, how to please the Lord, what is the prescribed responsibility or the duties for the human being in this Kali Yuga so that we can please Lord, right? So we also understand our different sampradayas. Four sampradayas are there, and we are from the Gaudiya Brahma Sampradayas, where is clearly mentioned as part of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that our thing is Sankirtan movement. We have to do the chanting, congregational chanting of the holy name, or maybe at the morning you have to do it, or in going to the temple. We heard that that sound vibrations because that is the Mahamantras. You can do and listen many, many times. Your ears and the body never say, "Oh, I am sick of this one," because these are the strong, very powerful mantras of Krishna himself, because it's combine of Radha, Krishna, and Ram. So we have to understand. So always the takeaway from this is very clear message. Krishna will come in different avatars, but in our Kali Yuga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and he spread the Sankirtan name, chanting of Harinam all over the world, right? So one thing is, yeah, we can take that Krishna always. Now also there are so many miscreants are there, so many demons are there. Why Krishna is not come? So these questions will come for the new devotees. It will come. Krishna has his own plans. He will come in the message as a messenger, right? And as we know, we preach. We preach. We don't differentiate. Oh, he's a spiritual person or he's a demon. We preach to everyone. So Krishna will make arrangement like, okay, let's take Binesh Prabhu. Now he met few other devotees. And he say, oh, what you are doing over the weekends? Oh, I go and learn and study Bhagavad Gita. And okay, this is the book. So you will give that knowledge to other people. Now your job is done. Now is Krishna's mercy that he will come or he won't come. That is a Krishna's mercy. So we all have some background. We are not very immediately the day one we start chanting or coming to the Bhagavad Gita class. It's never happened, right? So Prabhu, the first day someone come and they keep on asking us and then say, okay, let me come to first class. Then you build that interest, because that interest is not my effort or Binesh efforts. So that person is getting the mercy of the Lord because he took that first step to understand and learn the Bhagavad Gita. And there are so many people in our previous Bhagavad Gita classes, so many people came, they interested and they say, no, Prabhuji, I have many other commitments. So they didn't come. Is Krishna's mercy. Our job is done because I will get that spiritual benefit. That's why I was always saying that one day you have to preach. You have to give Bhagavad Gita to start from your family members. Let's try if he can join, right? Krishna will be pleased. Krishna said, okay, he is my best friend. Our job is done. That's our responsibility, that we have to practice and the preach at the same time so that they can see us, right? So it's not that like अगर पानी में कोई डूब रहा है, हम लोग बोट में पहले बैठे हैं और बहुत सारे डूब रहे हैं, तो हम लोग बोले भाई मेरा हाथ पकड़ लो ऊपर आ जाओ, क्योंकि मैं तो बच ही गया हूँ, अब भाई हम आप लोगों को भी जितना हो सके बचाएंगे. So our job is to save other people. They are suffering. If anyone you will say that he is millionaire also, if you ask that are you happy, he will hesitate to say I'm happy, because money and that won't give the happiness. Happiness is only come from when we start pleasing the Lord. When he will be happy, then automatically we will be happy. But our mentality says that first I want to make myself happy, then I will take care of others, right? And the Bhagavad Gita keep on repeating that we have to please Lord, and the pleasing the Lord is very, very easy. We have to practice, we have to preach, and we have to do some process which we will learn in the chapter number 9. And Krishna is not asking that give me chappan bhog every day. He is saying patram pushpam phalam toyam.
Yes.
Right? If you can give this 4, I will be happy. He is not asking that cook make gulab jamun every day. He is not asking make me the chappan bhog. He is saying if you don't have anything, you at least have patram pushpam phalam toyam, right? Toyam is the water. Give me water. Give me leaves. The doob, we will say the grass, right? You can take the grass and offer to him. All these 4 things is created by him only. Is not mine. He is saying that with the love and devotion, if you can offer that 4 thing, I will be happy. Correct? But it is not possible that you are eating that 4 different dishes and you are only offering the water to him. That also not the good way, right? He is always sitting in our heart, in our house, and he will make our house as a Vrindavan. When he is at home, our consciousness always should be how I can please him. If you are eating something, first offer to him as a prasadam and then eat. So we have to just change little bit and then everything will become on track, right? So that's the way. And the last paragraph is very important in this section because it's clearly mention of the age of Kali in this section, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave the message, what we should do. Let's do one more shloka and then we will go back to our question answer section. So let's pick Duij. You want to read shloka number 9?
With purpose?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, start with the translation. One who knows. I will read the Sanskrit. Janma karma cha me divyam evam yoveti tatvatah tvakta deham punarjanma neti mameti so Arjuna. So translation. Yes, Prabhu.
One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material world, but attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna. The Lord's descent from his transcendental abode is already explained in the 6th verse. One who can understand the truth of the appearance of the personality of Godhead is already liberated from material bondage, and therefore he returns to the kingdom of God immediately after quitting this present material body. Such liberation of the living entity from material bondage is not at all easy. The imperialists and the yogis attain liberation only after much trouble and many, many births. Even then, the liberation they achieve, merging into impersonal Brahmajulality, of the Lord is only partial, and there is the risk of returning to the material world. But the devotee, simply by understanding the transcendental nature of the body and activities of the Lord, attains the abode of the Lord after ending this body and does not want to run the risk of returning to this material world. In the Brahma Samhita, it is said that the Lord has many forms and incarnations. Advilna, and Nidva, and Nidvarupa. And although there are many transcendental forms of the Lord, there is still one and the same Supreme Personality of God. One has to understand the fact with conviction, although it's incomprehensible to mundane scholars and empiric philosophers. As stated in the Vedic Purusha Bodhana Upanishads, the one Supreme Personality of Godhead is eternally engaged in many transcendental forms in relationships with his unalloyed devotees. This Vedic version is confirmed in the verse of the Gita personally by the Lord. He who accepts this truth on the strength of the authority of the Vedas and of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and who does not waste time in philosophical speculations, attains the highest perfectional stage of liberation. Simply by accepting the truth on faith, one can, without a doubt, attain liberation. The Vedic version that Ram Azi is actually applied in this case. Anyone who understands the Lord Krishna to be the Supreme, or who says to the Lord, "You are the same Supreme Brahman, the personality of Godhead," is certainly liberated instantly, and consequently, his entrance into the transcendental association of the Lord is guaranteed. In other words, such a faithful devotee of the Lord attains perfection, and this is confirmed by the following Vedic essence. One can attain the perfect stage of liberation from birth to death by knowing the Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and there is no other way to achieve this perfection. Upanishad 3.8. There is no alternative means that anyone who does not understand Lord Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead is surely in the mode of ignorance, and consequently he will not attain salvation simply, so to speak, by licking the outer surface of the bottle of wine, or by interpreting the Bhagavad Gita according to mundane scholarship. Such empiric philosophers may assume very important roles in the material world, but they are not necessarily eligible for liberation. Such puffed up mundane scholars have to wait for the causeless mercy of the devotee of the Lord. One should know, therefore, cultivate Krishna consciousness with faith and knowledge, and in this way attain perfection.
Very nice. Thanks, Dwij. So here is a very nice purport by the Srila Prabhupada. He was talking about the two different category of the people who are maybe impersonalists, who is very knowledgeable and things. The basic concept of our life to be liberated is to understand him, Krishna, very in the simple way. His appearance and the activities, whoever understand, and the Prabhupada gave the guaranteed, there is no doubt that there is a guaranteed that you will get that stage. But now there are some descriptions in this book and the Bhagavatam is that the devotee who are very pure devotees, they don't care about their salvation, they don't care about their liberations, or they don't care about the going back to Godhead. They don't care actually, because it's Krishna's leelas and Krishna's mercy. If Krishna says that, okay, Binesh Prabhu has to go back again in the Prithvi Loka and preach again, that is his choice. He says he is one of the best preacher. I want to send him again. Like Srila Prabhupada, like many acharyas and Goswamis. They are not belongs to this planet, but they are coming here by the mercy of the Lord to give this knowledge to us. Right? All the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavana, they are not ordinary living entities. They are pure and very supreme souls. But they are coming here for our benefit. So similarly, our understanding, what is the learning for us is this process is very simple. If you think it's a simple, it's very, very simple. If you think it's a very complicated, it's going to be like impossible in many, many births. It's not possible that you will get it. But the devotee is always goes by the will of Krishna. So if Krishna's mercy, if we want to come back, our prayer is, as a devotees, is na dhanam na janam na sundarim kavitam va jagat ishva kamahe mama janmani janmani ishware bhaktir bhavati ahatuki tvai. So this message is the prayer from the sister Kastakam, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu speak on the fourth shloka of this, na dhanam na janam sundarim. Means I don't want any janam also, I don't want any dhan, and I don't want any woman. I need janma after janm so that I can serve you. This is the only desire of the devotees. Do you think our desire is this? No. We need to increase our bank balance. We want enjoyment. We want sense gratifications. And the end of the day, I want to get liberated. This is the typical thing. But as a pure devotee, our consciousness is, I don't care if I will get many birth. So we will only pray to Lord that if I will take the birth, please give me the opportunity so that I can serve you. This is the only desire of the devotees. Right? So we need to build that. This is the learning for us. How I can build that kind of desire. How my consciousness will be always in the mode of serving attitude. How I can serve. This is the thing is. So give some thoughts, meditate on that one. Are I'm on the right track? Is my desires is to serve him? And if my desire is to serve him, so what I'm doing every day? Krishna says, because we are in Kali Yuga, are we doing the Sankirtan thing? Are we offering the prasadam like Patram Pushpam Phalam to him? I'm offering everything to him and taking as a prasadam. Right? We have to ask ourselves, if you don't do this one, then everything is become like a mechanical process. Yeah, I'm doing it, but my desire, my consciousness is not pure because I'm so much attached to the material things. Everything, my consciousness, right? When, as we said, the mind is very tricky. You say, oh, I once a week I did the Bhagavad Gita class. I am perfectly pure person now, no doubt. I am Uttam Adhikari, right? That's what we think. Our mind is very tricky. So similarly, one of the example from the previous shloka, the purport in the Prabhupada mentioned that you don't have to be scholar. You don't have to be a highly educated Jnani person. You don't have to learn so many books. You have to just basic thing is my Krishna consciousness mindset is very pure? Is that my attitude is in serving more, right? I'm trying to be in the goodness all the time. This is the thing. So let me tell you one story. There was a one Brahmana. He every day morning he read a lot of books and chant the Bhagavad Gita shlokas, and he do most of the things which is prescribed. Every day he will get up and this. And just opposite to that house, there was a who it says Vaishyas. They are singing the song, they are dancing and entertain other people. So now the Brahmana, whenever he see that lady, he is thinking that कैसे लोग हैं, कोई काम नहीं है, कोई भक्ति नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है. The Brahmana is thinking that way. And she always does, she doesn't have any life purpose, this or that. He was keep on having this. But daily he is doing his practice, but his consciousness is always thinking about thinking that, oh, she doesn't have any life. She doesn't have any proper etiquette to serve Lord. I don't know how they are going to survive. So this is his consciousness. And what the Vaishya is thinking, oh, this Brahmana is so fortunate. He's always chanting and reciting the Bhagavad Gita shloka. And she's trying to listen to that one. And she's praying that, Lord, please help me so that I can serve you like a Brahmana. Her consciousness is always in the mindset to serve Lord. And his mindset is always saying, okay, he is focused on this, but always in the mindset that, oh, this person is not doing anything and I'm doing the best. And he is reading many, many books, many things, but consciousness is not pure. So unfortunately, both have to leave the body. So what happened to Brahmana? Where he went? And what happened to that Vaishya? Where she went? Okay, I saw one hand. Okay, Dwej, I will take your answer, but I think you know the answer. But okay, let's go with the Dwej. What happened to Brahmana when they left the body? What happened to that Vaishya?
The Brahmana, he went back to Earth in this next birth, but he got an animal birth and stuff. But the Vaishya, she got a better life in which she got a better chance in preaching and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, she got the better life. Yeah, next birth, third possibility. Anyone else wants to add? I think those already covered, but anyone wants to think what happened to the Vaishya? Binesh Prabhu, Jigna Mataji, Aruna Mataji, please speak up.
Yes,
No
Prabhu.
answer. Yes,
Instead
please.
of saying better life, I think she went to the God. She
She
really
went to the
wanted
God.
to, think right consciously.
Yeah.
And she really went to the God, I think.
And
Perfect.
because he was constantly thinking about the Vaishya, he was reborn as a Vaishya.
That possible. Yeah.
I, Prabhuji,
Okay.
is this story? Yeah, is this story complete? Because I think I heard, I don't know if I heard another version, but somewhere there was some priest coming to this Brahmana's house and he was serving, but priest was not happy with his serving, but then he got service from this Vaishya and he was pleased with her service. So I think, I don't know, this is like very
No, no.
light.
But it could be another phase of that story. But the main concept is our consciousness. Brahmana
Right,
is doing his activity, consciousness is not pure.
right,
And Vaishya, she's doing her job responsibility because she born as the Vaishya's family. She's not
right,
like interested, but
right.
her consciousness is always to serve Krishna. That
Serve
is the whole
Krishna.
thing. This is
Right,
right. So yeah, some priest will come and he will do this one, and he will be more happy with the Vaishya versus the Brahmana. But here the
right,
point is our consciousness, right? You can read, you will become Jnani. You know now four Vedas, but the end of the day, if you don't know how to please Lord, then it's all waste. You see, that is the point. So Vaishya, when she do, her consciousness is, I want to serve Lord. So Lord becomes so happy that at the time of the death, Vishnu Duta came and they took her to Goloka Vrindavan so that she can directly serve Lord now. But Brahmana, on the other side, because he was performing his duty, he know that he all the Shastras, reading Bhagavad Gita, he still get the benefit, but he has to take birth again to clear his consciousness. His clear is that thing, right? So that is small mind, if you don't think in that in the pure Vaishnava's ways, then you have to come back. There is a one more sloka we will read in, I think, this chapter, that Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmani Hasti Gavi Hastini Suni Chayava Sopakecha Pandita Samadarshina. Whoever is the Pandit, whoever is the Brahman, he has to think equally to the everything. If he's a Brahman, dog eater. We have to think equal. Samanta Brahmana Samadarshina. Equally we have to see. But we will differentiate. Oh, ye to dog hai, ye animal hai, ye human hai, kind of thing. We should not differentiate because everyone are same in the terms of Paramatma. Everyone has the Paramatma inside, right? They have the spirit, soul, and they have Paramatma. So they all took the different body in this birth, but eventually we all are same, right? Make sense? So how we can change our consciousness? That is the things. We need to meditate on that one. It's not easy. Just getting into the 1 week class, 1 hour is not going to be happening. But that's still doing nothing is at least we are doing something. But at the same time, we have to practice. We cannot be on the kindergarten for many, many years. We have to go to the first level, second, and third. We have to progress. You don't want to see your kids in the kindergarten or fifth grade for the rest of his life, right? He has to progress. So similarly, in the spiritual life also, we need to progress. So progressing things will Kali Yuga is the Sankirtan things. We have to serve, we have to chant, we have to read Bhagavad Gita daily basis. Then you will see your consciousness slowly become clear out. Right? So there are many examples, and we know that if you have a pot with very black color and is a full of the like filthy thing, if you start pouring the pure water, eventually you won't see the black thing, you will see the water there now. So similarly, our heart is so black, is a pitch Z black color is there inside because of our anger, lust, greed, jealous, envy, everything is filled up. So we have to fill with pure thing. Pure is the Nam Sankirtan, reading the books. So when you pure inside, eventually you will see that is clearing out. And what are the symptoms? Your consciousness always sees that everyone is Saman. You will behave like a Brahmanas. You will start building those 24 qualities of the Brahmanas, which is a start with humility. You see, so the lesson what we are learning here is important for us so that we can understand the transcendental nature of the Lord himself, his appearance and the activity. So the people who can understand this, he never come to this material world and take a birth. And Prabhupada giving the guarantee, if you understand this, that happens only by practice, constant practice. You cannot say, okay, I already doing from 1 month, now let me take 1 more month break. That's not how it is. It is the nirantar prayas, every day actively. At least whatever you are doing now, at least don't leave that, keep progressing. So I'm doing 1 round of chanting now, I do very peacefully. Then after, keep some additional tasks. Okay, I want to do 2 rounds or 3 rounds, whatever you are doing it. Eventually, we have to reach to the 16 minimum so that we can constantly doing it. Reading Bhagavad Gita is another very important. Always reading the Prabhupada books and reading about the Krishna's Leela is one of the best. That's what he's saying, that you read about my appearance and the activities, and those will get from our Shastras. And the second important is our association. When we will have an association with the people who are already practicing and they already reach to that level, and your aim is to reach to that level, so you have to associate with them. With that, I want to stop this.